Do you want to board, crew? Crew boarding starting. Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Hi, morning.
Hi.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Hello. Thank you.
Hi, morning.
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 Medevac 795 Bravo Hotel, Boston Skyways. New squawk code please, 5156. Proceed to Bravo Taxiway, northwest of Lima, and advise ready for departure.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Medevac 9 to Bravo Hotel. taxiway Bravo, northwest of Lima, clear for takeoff. Proceed as requested to Mass General.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Medevac 9 Bravo Hotel, new radar contact, half a mile west, Boston Logan Airport, Boston altimeters 2966, report landing assured at Mass General. At Bravo Hotel, there was another medevac helicopter that's landed over there since you were at signature.
Release parking brakes.
Mass General. Sounds good.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta flight. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible to allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under the seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you. Place them directly on the floor or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety.
Medevac 5 Delta Hotel, Roger, radar contact, 3 miles west, Boston Logan Airport, Boston altimeters 2966. Clear to operate in the Boston Bravo airspace as requested.
At this time, in just a few moments, we'll be showing you the safety video. Once the video has concluded, we'll be in the aisles to answer any questions you have before we're seated for taxi out. Again, thank you for choosing Delta today. My name is Susan. I'm your purser for today's flight, along with Charles in the economy cabin. We do welcome you aboard.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
At Delta, we think our world feels smaller when you get out in it. That's why the best men and women in the business work each day to take you to the people, places, and cultures that make this world such an amazing place.
On pitch and ground, we have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Bringing the
Unlocking
world
gear.
closer together, one flight at a time.
We are a planet of amazing differences.
One of cultures and ideas that span our world and link us each to another, whoever you are.
Wherever you're going,
We are proud to fly you there.
because the first step towards connection,
Is departure.
welcome aboard. And thanks for flying with Delta.
Our first priority on every flight is the safety of our customers and crew.
So, before we depart,
Please pay attention to this important safety message.
Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
as we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. If you're seated in the business class cabin, secure your shoulder harness by attaching the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, remove the metal tip and allow the shoulder harness to retract. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case you experience unexpected rough air.
For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member's instructions.
Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has used as a raft. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
Please note that exit signs on this airplane identify each exit with a green symbol. Arrows indicate the direction to the exit. Locate the exit nearest you using these green symbols, keeping in mind the nearest exit might be behind you. In the event of an evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull the mask or red streamer towards you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely. But just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin. If you're seated in the business class or Delta Premium Select cabin, life vests are located either in a compartment adjacent to your seat or under your armrest. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level.
A water-activated light is attached to each vest. If necessary, we'll distribute additional life vests for children who weigh 35 pounds or less.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and your tray table is put away. If you're seated in the business class cabin, ensure your suite door is open. Please note there is a placard on the door, visible when open, explaining how to use the suite door in case of an emergency. If you're seated in the main cabin, ensure your aisle armrests are lowered, and in the Delta Premium Select cabin, ensure your aisle armrests are raised.
as we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
As we span this amazing world of ours, we celebrate all that connects us. Thank you for choosing Delta to be a part of your journey.
Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please sit back, settle in, and have a wonderful flight. Thank you for flying with Delta.
55 Hotel, Boston Skyways, clear out of Boston, Class Bravo, Space Boston, September 2966. 5 Delta Hotel landing at your unrest report, landing at Shrewd. Delta Tower, free change approved. 2951 Alpha Park.
Boston Tower Delta 214 Heavy ready for IFR departure, runway tree left.
Delta 214 Heavy, hold short runway tree left. Traffic is generic on the runway.
Hold short runway tree left Delta 214 Heavy.
Delta 2.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree left Delta 214 Heavy. Decimal 0 Delta 214 Heavy. Boston departure Delta 214 Heavy is at 2,100 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Delta 214 Heavy, Boston departure altimeter 29er.66. Continue to Hannah as planned. On 133.25. Good day.
133.25 Delta 214 Heavy. Boston Center Delta 214 Heavy is passing 8,200 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Delta 214 Heavy, Boston Center altimeter 29er.65. Continue to Hannah as planned. Delta 214 Heavy, contact Boston departure on 133.0. Good day.
133.0 for Delta 214 Heavy. Boston departure Delta 214 Heavy is at 9,900 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Delta 214 Heavy, Boston departure altimeter 29er.65. Continue to Hannah as planned. Delta 214 Heavy, contact Boston Center on 133.325. Good day.
133.325 Delta 214 Heavy. Boston Center Delta 214 Heavy is at 9,900 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Delta 214 Heavy Boston Center altimeter 29.65. Continue to Hannah as planned. Delta 214 Heavy contact Boston departure on 133.0. Good day.
133.0 for Delta 214 Heavy. Boston departure Delta 214 Heavy is at 9,700 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Delta 214 Heavy Boston departure altimeter 29.65. Continue to Hannah as planned. Delta 214 Heavy contact Boston Center on 133.325. Good day.
Going to 133.325 Delta 214 Heavy. Boston Center Delta 214 Heavy is passing 9,000 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Delta 214 Heavy Boston Center altimeter 29.65. Continue to Hannah as planned. Delta 214 Heavy climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180 Delta 214 Heavy.
Delta 214 Heavy contact Boston Center on 123.75. Good day.
Going to 123.75 Delta 214 Heavy. Boston Center Delta 214 Heavy is at 8,900 feet, climbing flight level 180.
Delta 214 Heavy Boston Center altimeter 29.65. Continue to Hannah as planned.
Alpha Echo departing Delta 2675.
Delta 214 Heavy climb and maintain flight level 260.
Climb and maintain flight level 260 Delta 214 Heavy.
Boston Center, JetBlue 295 to 4,000 feet.
maintain flight level 360 Delta 214 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket.
Delta 214 Heavy.
Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
133.25 for Delta 214 Heavy. Boston Center Delta 214 Heavy flight level 410.
Monster Tower, good morning, and Kilo proceed on runway 4 left full lane. Full lane.
Control 06, left North Charlie, Morningstar 7062. Echo Morningstar 7062 with you on Charlie.
Morningstar 7062, continue Charlie. Charlie 4 to Foxtrot, cross runway 05.
Continue Charlie and Foxtrot and cross runway 05, Morningstar 7062.
Morningstar 7062, 9 Juliet, cross runway 15 right, Juliet Echo.
And Juliet Echo, Morningstar 7062.
Going to 133.35 Delta 214 Heavy. New York Center Delta 214 Heavy, flight level 410. Going to 127.475 Delta 214 Heavy. Cleveland Center Delta 214 Heavy, flight level 410.
now 614 down to clear, 26 in weather room. 26, 6, clear, but hotel good night. Good night, Phoenix 914.
Descend and maintain flight level 280 Delta 214 Heavy. .875 for Delta 214 Heavy. Cleveland Center Delta 214 Heavy is passing flight level 375, descending flight level 280.
Morning, Star 7062, contact 81227, good day. Airport on 122, the commence with the N5, you have a good day. Morning, sir. Zero to Cathay 085, good morning. Cathay 085, heavy Toronto clearance, good morning. Just a small change to your routing. Clear to Anchorage. Have 77 departure. Transition USIT. That's Mike Uniform Sierra India Tango. Direct Sierra Mike. Flight plan routing. Departure runway 33 right, squawk 0571.
Okay, clear to Anchorage by the 77 departure, Merton transition and direct Sault Ste. Marie, flight en route, runway 33 right, squawk 6571, Cathay 085.
Cathay 05, squawk 0571.
Sorry, 0571. Thanks, Cathay 085.
Cathay 05, be back, correct information, whiskey, contact 12227, back.
Information whiskey 12227, Cathay 085, thanks.
Descend and maintain flight level 200 Delta 214 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has switched on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt. Thank you.
Morning clearance, morning ferry 082, information whiskey IFR to Maribel. Morning ferry 082, Toronto clearance, good Maribel, ZT 5 departure, Bigelow transition, flight 100, depart runway 32 right, squawk 221.
125.2 for Delta 214 Heavy. Cleveland Center Delta 214 Heavy is at flight level 205, descending flight level 200.
Morning ferry 082, Rebecca.
Ground, good morning, maintenance 25.
Maintenance 25, ground.
Sir, with US Southwind and Short of Foxtrot, requested to do the inspection on runway 0523 and Quebec.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet, Delta 214 Heavy.
Maintenance 25, proceed Foxtrot Victor, cross runway 32 right, Alpha Hotel Hotel.
Foxtrot Victor, cross 63 right, Alpha Hotel, minutes 25.
Here's the staff. Last call to the Toronto Tower. Yeah, hello, Pearson Towers, Life Flight 1. Life Flight 1, Toronto Tower. Just airborne on Mississauga, we were trying to reach on the ground there. Just lifted southeastbound, climbing to 2000 for City Center, if that's all right. I got nothing going yet. Oh, look, there's Life Flight 1 medevac. Squawk head in. Life Flight 1 medevac identified, 7 miles, southeast and direct. Alright, direct City Center is approved, Life Flight 1, thanks.
Going to 124.9er, 25 Delta 214 Heavy. Toronto Center Delta 214 Heavy is at 15,600 feet, descending 12,000 feet. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, expect ILS runway tree right approach, via right at transition, cleared to right at Delta 214 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our descent, we request that you return to your seat and make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened low and tight across your lap. If you've taken out any carry-on items, please make sure they are safely stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the
125.2 for Delta 214 Heavy. Cleveland Center Delta 214 Heavy is passing 13,300 feet, descending 3,000 feet. 124.9er, 25 Delta 214 Heavy. Toronto Center Delta 214 Heavy is at 13,000 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Life Flight 1, cleared en route, contact 6, see ya. Pearson, just confirm Life Flight 1 switch over to the city. To the Life Flight 1, affirmative. Okay, thanks. Have a good morning. Thanks. Mark.
Okay, Carver Jet 572 Heavy is 17,200, sending to 12,000 direct to locally for the RNAV Zulu runway 1. Target 572 Heavy, Toronto, Roger. Altimeter 29874, it is Hotel. You're cleared for the RNAV Zulu runway 12 approach. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 12 approach. We have Hotel 294, we're flying 300 or greater in the transition. Toronto, low cargo jet 9, correction, cargo 574, 23.8, descending 12,000. And we were planning the RNAV to 30. Cargo jet 574, roger. For that, that'll be fine. And the altimeter is 297.4, 100308. Hi, sir. Yeah, just give us longer landing availability, that's all. Yeah, that's fine. Cargo 574, descend 5,000. No, 5,000, target 574.
.47 for Delta 214 Heavy. Approach Delta 214 Heavy is at 3,400 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Cross 349 plus 1, proceed at Hotel Alpha Alpha Delta. Have a nice day.
Jet 574, you need to head from there. Okay, roger, direct to Canada, clear 571.
Ground minus 25. Minus 25, yeah. Stay with you at 23, holding short Quebec, and requesting for Alpha Delta 2. Minus 25, proceed Quebec Hotel Alpha Alpha Delta. Quebec Hotel Alpha Alpha Delta, minus 25. Thank you, sir. Sure.
Welcome to Delta 37, have a nice day.
Cross 349, thanks, yeah. Terminus 25 Alpha, please, thank you.
Thank you.
Tower on 118.7 Delta 214 Heavy. Tower Delta 214 Heavy 12 miles southeast inbound ILS runway tree right approach. Tower Delta 214 Heavy inbound ILS runway tree right approach. Tower Delta 214 Heavy inbound ILS runway, tree right approach.
Good morning, Cafe 085.
Tower Delta 214 Heavy inbound ILS runway, tree right approach. Tower Delta 214 Heavy inbound ILS runway, tree right approach. Cleared ILS runway, tree right approach, Delta 214 Heavy.
Say 085, runway 33 right, altimeter is 2974. I'm just going to take you over to the other side of the runway to stay away from construction on this side. So Echo Sierra, cross runway 33 right, Bravo and Delta.
Good afternoon, Echo Sierra, cross 33 right, taxi Bravo and Delta, Cafe 085.
Clear to land runway, tree right, Delta 214 Heavy.
Roger, 572, contact tower 12501. 125.0, cargo jet 572, heavy, good day. Target 574, you can cancel all restrictions. Target 574.
.1 for Delta 214 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Please remain in your seat with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has been parked to the gate and the captain turns off the belt sign. This will be your only indication that it's safe to stand and gather your personal belongings. Also, use caution as you open the overhead bins as items do have a tendency to shift during flight. For those of you wishing to use your cell phone, it is now safe for you to do so. As a reminder, your laptop computer must remain stowed until we're parked at the gate. It has certainly been our pleasure bringing you today. Looks like you have an absolutely gorgeous day ahead of you. We certainly hope when your future plans call for air travel that you'll once again select Delta Airlines. Thank you and have a great time here.
Cathay 085, contact departure airborne 128.8, wind 330 at 6 knots, clear takeoff runway 33 right. See you later.
Takeoff 33 right, lots of direct.
Ground electrical 573. Electrical 573, ground. I'm at Echo Bravo. I'd like to get on the 6 left for a couple repairs. Echo 573, right on Echo and hold short of Delta. Right on Echo and short of Delta for electrical 573.
Target 574, you're clear for the RNAV Zulu, runway 30 approach.
Morning, Cathay 085.
Target 5 for the RNAV Zulu, 30, at Target 514. Target 574, roger, contact tower now, 1250, good night. 250, Target 5, good night.
Electric 573, proceed on to runway 06 left. On to runway 06 left, electrical 573.
Cathay 085, proceed right to AFSET. Good, that's it. Contact 085.
The boarding requested.
Electric 573 aircraft. Go ahead for 573. I'm just curious, is there anything down at the other end of the runway that you need to do?
Probably there's just 3 center lines I have to replace. I'm just not exactly sure where they were from the other night, but I think they are towards the other end.
Okay, there will be some arrivals starting in about a half an hour that will be crossing at that end, and if anything goes all the way to the end of 6 right, it will possibly have to taxi back down 6 left, so maybe you can find the ones way at the front and start with those ones.
Okay, Roger, if you could just give me the center lines on our braces too, that would work great.
Sure.
Passengers deboarding starting.
ground monitor 802, Juliet Echo, ready for taxi.
Monitor 8082, ground, runway 33 right, altimeter is 2974. Taxi Juliet, Foxtrot, and Victor, cross runway 15 right and runway 05.
2974, Juliet, Fox, Victor, cross 15 right, cross 05, monitor 8082.
Do you want to deboard crew? Crew deboarding starting.